Good morning, journalism students. Hope you had a great 3 day weekend, your last 3 day weekend of high school. For most of you, we only have about 12 days of school left. We've got 3 more days this week. We've got 5 days next week. And then there is finals week, which is kind of different as you regularly are accustomed to. So we're getting close. This is our last weekly issue telecast and pre-production, where, unlike what we used to do, I'll post a podcast or an article and ask you some questions. And this is the article that I'm posting for you to look at today. It just came out this past weekend. The title is Local Newspapers Are Dying. Here's how we can save them. And then it has a little tagline on the bottom of this is the headline, this is the tagline. If local news goes out of business, the damage to our democracy will be severe and irreversible. And as you know, this is an election year, not just a regular election year, but a federal election year where we get a chance to select a new president along with new members of Congress and other state and local positions. So if we take a look, unlike a news article, this is more of a feature. You can always tell that partially by length, but also by style. So let's look. The first paragraph, instead of being a net graph, it's like the second and the third and the fourth are a variety of individual stories that serve as sort of a hook on the concept of this article, the desire to bring attention to something, right? Usually a feature has that commonality. It is designed to bring attention to something. Could be an issue, could be a person, could be an event, or as in this case, could be the demise of local newspapers. It mentions in the first paragraph, last month, the Baltimore Sun won a Pulitzer Prize for local reporting for local reporting for uncovering a scheme in which the mayor sold thousands of copies, in some cases non-existent copies, of a children's book she had self-published to Maryland's flagship hospital network, which she helped oversee. The mayor resigned. So what did the mayor do there? The mayor made a bunch of money selling copies of a book that maybe in some cases, as it says here, did not exist, that's designed for children, and she sold it to a hospital network in that state, which, because it's part of that state, she's participating in. That is corruption. And so the mayor resigned. The next one, the finalists in that category were the Boston Globe for a series on how the city's public schools failed to help even its best students succeed, and the Pittsburgh Public. As you can see, this is about these different local newspapers that are attacking local issues and trying to investigate and find out why things are happening. Look what it says here. None of the work would have been possible without dogged shoe leather reporting. Shoe leather reporting means you're out on the street walking the beat, so to speak, right? That's what they used to tell or call police officers. They would walk their beat, which is the area that they were supposed to cover. Newspapers and journalists also had beats where they had to cover certain areas or certain subjects and things of that nature. So you could write for the sports beat, you could write for the entertainment beat, you could write for the science beat, right? Same thing. You have to track down sources, dig up public records, analyze data, interview experts, and tell all sides of the story. This is what they are in this article claiming is the great value of local newspapers, one that is being threatened, as it says here in the headline. They didn't bury the lead. Local newspapers are dying. Here's how we can save them. So, take a look at this article and please answer these two basic questions. According to the article, what are the reasons that local newspapers are dying out? And how might our class use the suggestions from this article to increase readership of our issues? There's the link. You can post over here. Let's look at our update section. And our update section shows just one more weekly issue telecast pre-production, followed by next week's documentary. So let's give out a couple of shout outs here from last week, or I should say, let's give out one shout out here from last week. Thank you, Jasmine. All right, we don't have too many more of these updates left. Last week I crossed into, um, or crossed past 50 episodes combined for all my classes that I've made since I started making these when we went um, to the safer at home precautions. Partially, you do this kind of stuff because you have to, but another part of it is, at least for me, the inspiration of having watched all of you make issues and telecasts this year and in previous years where the students always step up and make things happen because they gotta happen. So please stay safe, please stay healthy, and we will talk again.